Good morning everyone. Welcome back to our mathematics class for class 12 IIT JEE Mains and Advanced. In our previous classes, we successfully covered the basic of calculus and practiced questions based on intervals, which are extremely important for an exam point of view. In today's class, we are going to move to one step ahead and learn how to draw graphs of given quadratic function, quadratic inequalities, and the very powerful Wavy curve method to solve inequalities quickly and accurately. So let's begin the class. It's going to be lecture number 3, and we are going to deal with graphs of quadratic equation, inequalities, and Wavy curve method in solving the inequalities. Let's begin. First, we are going to start with signs of quadratic function. Suppose the given quadratic function is ax square plus bx plus c f of x equal to, this function is ax square plus bx plus c. This is a quadratic function. Now, sign of the quadratic function, we have to determine if this function f of x is greater than 0 or f of x is less than 0. That means the whole thing, its value, the value of this function is greater than 0 or less than 0. This is what we have to determine. So to determine that f of x, this quadratic function, two cases are there. It can be positive, or it can be negative. It will be positive only when a, this coefficient of x square, a is greater than 0 and d is less than 0. It will be negative when a is less than 0 and d is less than 0. In both the cases, d should be less than 0. If a is greater than 0 and d is less than 0, it is positive. The function is positive. The value of the quadratic function is positive. And if it is d is less than 0 and a is also less than 0, then the value of the function is negative. What is d here? D we have learned in the lower classes, discriminant denoted by d is equal to b square minus 4ac, right? This is nothing but d. Discriminant, by d we mean the discriminant of the quadratic function. Now here, this given question, 3x square plus 4x plus 5 equal to 0, then x equal to what? The question is asking us to find the value of x. So let's check here. Here the given is equation, in the given equation, a is equal to 3, b is equal to 4, c is equal to 5. A is greater than 0, right? And now find d. D equal to b square minus 4ac. B means here 4 square minus 4 into a into 5. This will be greater than 16. So d is negative here. This implies d is less than 0. What I said here, if a is greater than 0 and d is less than 0, then the quadratic function is positive. Since a is greater than 0, d is less than 0, the given quadratic function 3x squared plus 4x plus 5 must be positive. That means greater than 0, which contradicts the given question. Given question where the function, this by function I'm denoting this one, the function is equal to 0. System hang ho gaya. Where the function is, by question function is equal to 0, but according to this rule the function must be greater than 0, so contradiction is there, right? So we cannot have any value of x so that the given quadratic function is equal to 0. So x belongs to phi. Phi means no value of x. There is no solution. There is no solution of x. Got it? Here see, A is positive and D is negative. This means the entire quadratic equation must be greater than 0. By question it is given as 0, which is not possible. So the solution is x is belongs to phi. Got it? Okay, let's go to next question. This one you understood, right? For a given quadratic function to be positive, a must be greater than 0 and discriminant must be less than 0. And for the same quadratic function to be negative, a must be less than 0 and discriminant must be less than 0. Okay. Next, graph of the solution. To draw the graph of a given solution, we have to follow this step. Step number 1. Differentiate the given function dy by dx. And then number 2, equate dy by dx to 0 to find the value of x. Now put value of x to the given function, this here, and then you will get the y. Then this xy, this becomes the vertex of the graph. Vertex. Graph of quadratic equation is parabola. We all know this, right? So the vertex will be this one. How to find the vertex? First differentiate, then equate to 0, then you will get x. Then put the value of x to the given function, then you will get y. Then you get the vertex. Right? We will understand this using an example. We are going to do with an example. Let's take the example. Y equal to x squared plus x plus 1. Y equal to x squared plus x plus 1. Okay. Then first differentiate dy by dx. Here it is 2x plus 1. Now equate this to 0. 2x plus 1 equal to 0. This implies x equal to minus half. We get the value of x. Put x equal to minus half in this equation. Then you will get y equal to minus half whole square plus minus half plus 1 equal to 1 by 4 minus half plus 1. This is nothing but LCM 4. 1 minus 2 plus 4 equal to 3 by 4. Now vertex. Here vertex means xy, right? Vertex x comma y equal to x is minus half, y is 3 by 4. 3 by 4. Now plot the xy axis. X is minus half, so towards the left here, take it is minus half. Here it is 3 by 4, y positive side. Then draw a perpendicular line. Then they intersect here. This is the vertex. Their intersection point is the vertex. Minus half and 3 by 4. This is the vertex. Since the value of A is E is 1, which is greater than 0. So the parabola will be upward parabola. Parabola will be upward like this. This is the graph. If A is less than 0, the parabola will be downward. Okay. Since A is 1, A is equal to 1 here, see, which is greater than 0, the parabola is upward. If it is negative, less than 0, then it will be downward. Right or not? If A is greater than 0, upward parabola. If A is less than 0, downward parabola. Okay, remember this. Now let us solve this. Here the given equation is y equal to 3x squared plus 4x. Differentiate dy by dx equal to 3 to just 6x plus 4. Equate 6x plus 4 to 0. Then you will get x equal to minus 4 by 6 equal to minus 2 by 3. Now put this value to this given equation. Then y equal to minus 2 by 3 into 3 here. 3 into minus 2 by 3 whole square plus 4 into minus 2 by 3 plus 5. This means 4 by 3 here. Here it will be 9, right? 3 into 3, right? 1 3 will get cancelled with this. So it will be 4 by 3. 2 square means 4. 4 by 3. Here it is 4 by 3. This will be minus 8 by 3 plus 5. Here you get y as 11 by 3. If you take LCM, it will be 3. Here is 4 minus 8 plus 15. It will be 11. 11 by 3. Now the vertex of the parabola is minus 2 by 3 comma 11 by 3. So you can plot here. Minus 2 by 3, right? X is this one, this is y. X means minus means here. Let it be minus 2 by 3. And here it 11 by 3. Draw a perpendicular line, intersect here. It is minus 2 by 3 comma 11 by 3. From here, since A is equal to 3 greater than 0, upward parabola. So draw an upward parabola from here. This is your graph. This is the required graph. It is easy, right? Should I explain again? Here the given quadratic function is this one. So differentiate. When you differentiate, you get this. Equate the differentiate value to 0. Then you get the value of x. Now put the value of x to the given function. You get the value of y. These two values, x and y, forms the vertex of the parabola. Since e is 3, which is greater than 0, as per this note, see, e is greater than 0, the parabola will be upward. So we drew an upward parabola passing through this vertex. Got it? Next question. Y equal to, draw the graph of this. Here dy by dx equal to minus, right? Minus 2x plus 1. So minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. This implies x equal to 1 by 2. You get the x, right? When you transfer this one, minus ho gaya. Then minus minus cancel, then again cross multiply 2, 1 by 2. Now y equal to, put here, minus of half whole square plus half plus 1. This implies y equal to minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 plus 1. Here is nothing but 5 by 4. LCM 4, 2 here, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 2 will be here, right? This is LCM. When you take LCM, you will get this. Now vertex x comma y equal to, x is what? Half, 1 by 2. Y is 5 by 4. Now plot the graph here. Here see, since a is equal to minus 1 less than 0, downward parabola, it will be, the graph will be downward parabola. Here value of x is half, 1 by 2, and value of y is 5 by 4. Let us take here 5 by 4, draw a perpendicular, half, here it is half, draw a perpendicular, here they meet. This is the intersection point. From here draw a downward parabola. This is the graph. This is the graph. This is the required graph. And here this vertex. Vertex is half comma 5 by 4. This is the vertex. Got it? Next, inequality Wavy curve method. We have 5 steps here. First, factorize the given equation and find the critical points. Critical points means here critical. First, factorize the given equation, then find the critical point. Critical point means nothing but roots. What are roots? Value of x. Value of x of its factor. If you have 5 factors, you will have 5 roots, 5 values of x. And also remember that make all x positive. X should be positive here. Example, let's take an example here simultaneously. Example, x cubed minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6 less than equal to 0. Now you have to factorize this first. If we factorize this, first step means factorize, right? So factorized x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3. Factorization we have done in earlier class. In class 11 basic mathematics, we have done so many factorization. By now you must be quite well versed with factorization. Okay, and you don't have to show all those steps. Directly you can come up to this. These are the factor less than 0. This is first factor, second factor, third factor. This is now for first factor find the root. Root is x minus 1 is a factor. So root will be x minus 1 equal to 0. So the root will be 1. Here the root will be 2. Here the root will be 3. These are the 3 roots. So step number 3, what it says. Step number 2, put all the values of x. Put all the values of x. Here it is 1, here it is 2, here it is 3. Put them on a numbered line. Put on a numbered line in increasing order from left to right. Left to right, increasing order. This is the number line, increasing order left to right. Left means smallest, 1 here, here 2, then here 3. The smallest is 1. From left to right in increasing order. Increasing order. Okay, this is what it means by increasing orders. Now, next point. Put positive sign to the rightmost side. Rightmost side is which one? This or this? This is the rightmost side, right? So it's asking to put a positive sign here, plus sign. We have put this. Now change sign for all values of x coming from the odd power bracket. Odd and even, you know, right here. Here odd or the odd power. Odd power means here. By bracket we mean this one. This is a bracket 2, bracket number 1, bracket number 2, bracket number 3. It's called power, means nothing is there, right? So power is 1. 1 we don't write, so we see nothing there. So 1 is odd here. Odd means change the sign for all values of x coming from the negative odd. Here 3. Now check 3. 3 comes from x minus 3 to the power 1. 1 is odd here. So the rightmost side is plus, right? So we have to go to the left. Here left, the sign will change or not? Change the sign values. Change the sign for all values of x coming from the odd power. Odd power means 1 here, odd. So it will be changed to negative. This sign will change to, this sign change to negative now. Sign change. Right. And then again check 2. 2 comes from x minus 2 to the power 1. 1 means odd. So it will be again changed. Sign will be changed. From plus it changed to minus. Then from minus it changed to plus again. Again 1. Check 1 where it comes from. X minus 1 to the power 1. Here this power is odd. So it will be again changed. Sign will be again changed. Plus to minus again. Okay. Next point. But don't change sign for even degree. Even degree. Example here. Let me write another factor. X minus 1 is here. Let's say it's instead of 1 I will put the power as 2. X minus 2 for the remaining keep as odd power. Okay. Then here see. This remains the same, remains the same, remains the same. It is plus. Here minus. Here plus. Now check here. Here I have changed the sign, right? Here the sign is even. Even. So don't change sign for even degree bracket. Here it is even. 1 comes from this bracket, right? What is the power of this bracket? 2. 2 is even. So sign will not be changed. It will remain as plus. Before it was plus, it changed to minus. Again minus changed to plus. But here it is even power. So plus sign will remain as plus sign here. This is what it means by don't change sign for even degree bracket. Okay. And next point. Question says greater than or equal to 0. Take all positive intervals. Here intervals means this is interval. Positive interval means this one, right? This whole thing. This is positive. Again, here also positive, right? This whole thing up to infinity. This is positive. This is negative. This is negative. This one is negative. Negative interval. This is again negative. From 1 to all, this is negative again. But 3 to infinity, it is positive interval now. Here sign is positive, right? So it is positive interval. Again 2 to 1 to 2, this is again positive interval because plus sign is there. This is what we mean by positive or negative interval. If the question is less than 0 or less than or equal to 0, take all negative inverse. Here we have taken positive, right? This one. If it is positive, then take positive. If it is negative, then take this negative. This is negative. Here it is positive, we will not take. Here it is positive, will not take. Here it is positive, will not take. So if it is less than 0, we will take this one. If it is greater than 0, we will take this one and this one. We will take this one and this one if it is positive greater than 0. Got it? This seems to be difficult, but when we do examples, it will be very clear. And again, remember this one, not this one. Note it down. This one is very important. For greater than or less than, strictly, there is no equal to sign here. So we will exclude the roots. Here are the roots, right? 1. Here we plotted here 1, 2, 3. These are the roots. For greater than or less than, we will not include this in the solution. We will subtract this. We will remove this from the solution. If it is greater than equal to or less than or equal to, we will include this solution. 1, 2, 3. These are the solution, right? So we will include them in the solution. Let us do some examples based on Wavy curve method. System is stuck. Why? Example, x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6 less than 0. Same example we'll do. Factor is x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 less than equal to 0. When you factorize this, you will get this. Hidden trial method, you can use hidden trial method to factorize also, right? We have done this in class 11, 9, 10, 11. So I hope you all know about it, right? Factorization, first step is done, factorization. Next, root 1, here it is 2, here it is 3. Put all the roots, root or critical point on a number line in ascending order, increasing from left to right, means ascending order. 1, 2, 3. Rightmost side is here. This is the rightmost side. In the rightmost side, it's asking to put a plus sign. Now travel through these numbers towards the left. 3 comes from here, x minus 3. What is the power here? 1, right? 1 is odd power. odd power, so the sign will change. It will become negative. Sign will change to negative. Now again travel through this 2. 2 comes from here, right? Power is 1. Odd power, so it will become plus again. From plus to minus. From plus to it changes to minus, and from minus it changes to plus now. Again you have to travel through 1. Here 1. 1 comes from here, right? What is the power here? 1. 1 is odd power. So it will again change to minus. Sign is changing in this way. Got it? Now in the question it is less than 0, right? Less than 0 means negative. So choose the negative interval from here. Negative interval means here it is negative. Here it is negative. This is positive. So we will not choose this. We will not choose this. We will choose this and this. How to plot? Let's see. Here it is strictly less than. This is not. This is equal to is there, right? So if equal to is there, roots will be included. Roots will be included. If no equal to is there, then roots will be excluded. Roots will be excluded, right? So negative from here to here, negative exclusion. So I'm using hollow circle. Hollow circle. 2 is not included, 3 is not included. This one from here to here, all point from 2 to 3, excluding 2 and 3 is one solution, and another one is here hollow 1. Towards the negatives I can all, this is negative, right? So up to minus infinity. Therefore x belongs to minus infinity. For infinity always use open. Open for plus minus infinity. If we are showing infinity in interval, always use open for plus minus infinity, comma 1. 1 should be open or close. Here it should be open because it is strictly less than. So 1 is open. Then union this again, 2 comma 3. This is the solution. Got it? So now the same question, let's modify. Here instead of this less than, let's put less than or equal to x minus 1 all into x minus 2 all into x minus 3 less than or equal to 0. Everything will remain the same. 1, 2, 3 plus minus plus minus. Here is less than or equal to symbol is there, right? So here it will be dark circle. 1 to negative, right? Less than 0 means, so negative to last. Again here it will be dark circle because equal to is there. 2 to 3 including 2 and 3. All this portion including 2 and 3. All this portion till infinity. Therefore x belongs to, for infinity always open, minus infinity comma 1. Here it will be close bracket here. Here it was open, right? Because it is strictly less than. Strictly less than, so open. Here it is less than or equal to, not strictly less than. So this 1 will be included here. Again union including 2 and 3, right? This is the solution. This is the solution when less than or equal to 0. Next. Here from the first factor solution is 1. For the second solution, solution is minus 5. Plot them. Minus 5 is smaller, so put on the left. 1 is bigger, so put on the right. Rightmost side is this, so put a positive sign here. Now 1. Go through 1. 1 comes from x minus 1. What is the power here? Power is even. This is even power. For even power, what I said? But don't change sign for even degree bracket, right? So we are not going to change the sign. Here it is plus, it will remain as plus. No change in sign. Even, no change in sign. No change. Okay. Now 3 minus 5. Minus 5 x plus it comes from x plus 5 to the power 1, which is odd. So it will change to minus. Plus plus minus. Therefore x belongs to first here minus to minus infinity. Minus 5 to infinity. Here equal to is not there, so it will be hollow. Up to here, all this up to infinity. Therefore x belongs to minus infinity to minus 5. This is the solution. Now put a number line here. 1 is the solution, here minus 5, same thing. So minus 5, 1, plus, minus. Here less than or equal to. Here less than or equal to negative, right? Negative. So negative interval. We have to choose. This implies choose all negative intervals. Negative interval is here. So here instead of hollow, I will use dark circle here up to minus infinity. Therefore, x belongs to minus infinity comma minus 5. It will be included here. Here it will be close bracket. Okay. Now for this one, it will be same thing. 5, 1 plus minus. Here it is greater than or equal to. Here it is greater than or equal to. That means positive intervals. Choose positive interval. Positive interval means here. Here to this positive interval. Again here to equal to is there, right? So dark circle. Here also dark circle. What it means? Minus 5 to infinity. Therefore, x belongs to minus 5 close bracket to infinity. For infinity, always open. This is your solution. Now, next question. 6x minus 7. From this, the solution is 7 by 6. From this, the solution is minus 3 by 4. Now plot. Minus 3 by 4 is to the left and 7 by 6 to the right. 7 by 6 to the right. So rightmost side put plus sign here. 7 by 6. Check 7 by 6 power. Here right power is 1. Power is odd. So it will be minus. Again minus 3 by 4 from here. Power is 1 odd. So it will again change back to plus. Since it is less than 0, negative intervals. choose negative intervals. Where it's negative, this side is positive, this side is positive. Negative interval is only here. Oh, I will use hollow circle here because there is no equal to, only less than 0. This all the number between minus 3 by 4 to 7 by 6 is our solution. Therefore, x belongs to minus 3 by 4 comma 7 by 6. This is the solution. Now let's do the next one. Same thing here, right? Same question, only sign changed. Minus 3 by 4, 7 by 6. Plus, minus, plus. Here, less than or equal to. So, negative interval. Since equal to sign is there, including the interval there. So, it will be dark circle here. It will be dark circle. All number between these two. Therefore, solution is x minus 3 by 4 comma 7 by 8. Sorry, 7 by 6. This is 6. This is 7 by 60 because here 7 by 6, 6, right? Here, one important in this question, you have to observe carefully. Observe carefully. Here I am using close bracket. That means including 3 by 4. Now let us check if it satisfies the given inequality or not. When I used x equal to minus 3 by 4, denominator equal to 4 into minus 3 by 4. 4 cancelled, plus 3. It becomes 0, right? If the denominator becomes 0, this means undefined. And when does the denominator become 0? When x is equal to minus 3 by 4. So when x is equal to minus 3 by 4, denominator equal to 0. And it becomes undefined. Therefore, this value will be excluded. Got it? So this is wrong. Correct answer is x belongs to minus 3 by 4 comma 7 by 6. This is the answer. No, sorry. Here 7 by 6 will be closed, right? 7 by 6 will be closed here because less than or equal to. Next question is the same one. Similar question, plot the number. Already we have plotted. Minus 3 by 4, 7 by 6, greater than or equal to 0. This means positive intervals. Here plus, minus, plus. Positive is here. So dark circle will be there. From here to here, right side is positive, right? So it will be all. Again here, negative, no. This side is no. Here positive to infinity. Therefore, x belongs to minus infinity to minus 3 by 4. Union 7 by 6, including it because it is greater than or equal to 7 by 6 to infinity. This is the solution. Now 0.5, next question, 0.5 by x square minus x plus 6. Here numerator is 0.5, which means it is positive. Now positive by something is less than 0, that is negative. So if positive by something star is equal to negative, this implies star is negative. So this star must be negative. Numerator is positive, right? So if denominator is positive, it is wrong because it is saying less than 0. So it should be negative. So it will be, x should also be negative. Okay. Therefore, here the denominator should be negative, right? So what is denominator here? Take the denominator. X square minus x minus 6 should be less than 0. Negative means less than 0. This implies this one you can factorize, right? Now positive minus negative equal to negative. This is the concept. That is why this is this. Denominator right, denominator right. Denominator is negative. Negative means less than 0. When you factorize, you get this x minus 3 all into x plus 2 less than equal to 0. Now plot. From here it will be 3. From here it will be minus 2. Minus 2, 3. Plus, here all the powers are odd, right? So minus plus. For less than means we are going to use only the negative interval 2, 3. So x belongs to minus 2, 3. Okay, now in this case the numerator is positive and numerator divided by denominator equal to positive, which is possible only when denominator is greater than 0, right? Positive by something equal to positive, then that something must be positive. Now x square minus 7x plus 10 greater than 0. This implies x minus 5 all into x plus 2. 2 5 is 10, 5 minus 5, it should be minus 2. 2 5 is 10, 7 minus 7 minus 2 minus 7x. Here x minus 5 x minus 2 Here the solution is 5. Here the solution is 2. Right? So smaller one is on the left, 2, bigger one is on the 5. Plus all powers are odd, right? So it will be minus plus. So greater than 0 means positive. Follow circle because it is strictly positive. This one. All this value are the solution. Again towards the left, all these are solution. Therefore x belongs to minus infinity to union 5 to infinity. This is the solution. This union this, right? Write in proper way. Minus infinity to union 5 comma infinity. Okay, next question. Here the numerator can be factorized. X minus 3, x minus 2 divided by this denominator. This denominator cannot be factorized. Cannot be factorized, right? So check. A equal to 1 greater than 0. B equal to minus 5 whole square. B square minus 4a means 1 into C means 6. 25 minus 24, which is negative, right? Which is negative. This means D is less than 0. A is greater than 0. D is less than 0. Then this denominator is greater than 0. That is, denominator is this one, right? X minus 3, x minus 2 by positive. By positive value greater than equal to 0, right? Therefore, see, denominator we can conclude easily that it is positive. So something by positive equal to positive. This implies this something is equal to positive, right? See the concept. Here denominator by denominator is here B. Oh, sorry. Here I have taken this 6. It should be 1. Here it is 1. In my mind it was 1, but here 25. Here B also 1. Here let's redo this. denominator equal to x square plus x plus 1, then d equal to 1 square minus 4ac, which is negative. That is, d is less than 0. A is greater than 0, d is less than 0. This implies denominator is pakka positive, right? This entire is positive, so something divided by positive equal to positive. This means this something must be positive. If it is negative, it cannot be positive, right? When it is positive only, when this is positive and this is positive, we get positive, right? This is the concept, right? Something is positive, so numerator is also positive, right? So factorize x minus 3, x minus 2, is greater than or equal to 0. This denominator is positive, right? So we can cross multiply. Divided by positive value. So we can cross multiply. Note down this one. No space. Note down this one. Multiplication. When an inequality is multiplied by a negative function or value, the inequality sign changes. If it is greater than, it changes to less than, or less than will change to greater than. Okay, when it is multiplied by negative value or negative function. Number 2, when the multiplicand means the value with which we are going to multiply. It's called multiplicand. Multiplicand is positive, no change in sign. There is positive value, say if we multiply with a positive value, then sign remains the same. This equals to, this remains as no change. This remains as this, or this remains as this only, while multiplied by positive value. Okay, and point number 3, this should have been written in the 1. Okay, and we cannot cross multiply or multiply the inequality statement, the inequality by a function if we do not know the exact sign of that function. Okay, number 3 I will explain here. See, look here. Here is some inequalities there. Stuck. Suppose here why it's stuck here. X by wait a second. System is hang. Example, look here. Example number 3. Stuck. See, example here. This is explaining one number 3, right? One number 3 here. Some star is there. You get point number 3 here. X by something is greater than or equal to 0. If we know the symbol of this something, if it is positive, then we can cross multiply. We can cross multiply and there will be no change in sign. And if it will cross multiply and no change in sign. But if x by here something which is negative value, then when we cross multiply, this will multiply here, it will be 0. Denominator will be gone. Denominator will be gone, but it is negative, right? So we are going to change the sign here. Here it is greater than or equal to 0, right? It will be changed to reversed, less than or equal to 0. This is very important. For inequality, if we multiply by negative value, if we multiply by negative value, system is stuck here. Okay, any inequality greater than 0, if we multiply by negative value, suppose multiply by -3, then it will be -3x, right? Sign will be changed like this. But x is greater than 0, right? If we multiply by 3, positive 3, then 3x remains greater than 0 only. No change in sign. No change. Here it is, sign is changed. Right, sign changes. Here no change in sign. This is point number 3. Okay, so now continue with this question now. Here numerator is this, denominator is positive, so we can cross multiply, right? We can cross multiply. When we cross multiply, it will become x minus 3 into x minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. No change in sign. No change. No change in sign. Now you can plot. For this is 3, for this is 2, 2 and 3. Positive here, power is all 1. Power in 1 means what? It will be, sign will be changed, plus minus plus. So here, check here, it is greater than or equal to 0. Greater than means positive intervals, this one and this one. 2 to minus infinity to 2 and 3 to infinity. Therefore x belongs to minus infinity to 2. 2 is included here, equal to is here, right? And union 3 including 3 to infinity. This is the solution. Okay, now look at this question. This is important. Concept of multiplication, negative multiplication, multiply. Here we are using this point. These points, this is important. We have applied this in this question. We have applied it. Now look at this question. Numerator is 3 equal to positive number. Denominator, okay, wait, here this is star mark. See, always make, in solving inequalities questions, always make the right side, equal to 0. Always make the right side equal to 0. Make this one equal to 0. So 3 by x minus 2. Subtract 1 from both sides. 1 minus 1 here, right? This implies 3 by, take LCM, x minus 2 here, minus x plus 2 less than 0. Minus 1 minus 1 is 0, right? So we make this equal to 0, the right side equal to 0. Always make the right side equal to 0. This is what. Now 5 minus x by x minus 2. In this question we are using 2 points. One is this one. Number 2 means always make coefficient of x equal to positive. Here see, coefficient of x negative, right? Make it positive. Make it positive. So to make it positive, we can take minus common. Minus x minus 5 divided by x minus 2 less than or equal to 0. Now minus 1. This minus, in order to remove this minus, we can multiply both sides by minus 1, right? So multiplying by minus 1. So x minus 5 by x minus 2, sign will be changed here to 0. Multiplying by negative means sign change. So sign changed. Okay, multiplying by negative, so sign changed. So now you can plot from numerator we get 5, from denominator we get 2. 2 is lesser, so on the right side. 5 is greater, so on the right side. Okay, so put a positive sign on the rightmost side. Power, all power 1. Power what? Minus, plus, minus, plus. Since the powers are odd for both, so sign will be changed. Plus 2 minus and minus 2 plus. Now it is greater than 0, right? Greater than 0 means positive intervals. Positive intervals means here hollow circle up to infinity, and I'm sorry, positive, right? And 2 to minus 2 towards the left, so minus infinity to 2. Therefore x belongs to minus infinity to 2 union 5 to infinity. This is the solution. Got it? Next, we have done this. Now here, this is very important question. These two are very important questions. Here the question is given in factor form, already factorized form. Here, from here solution is 2, from here minus 3, from here 5. So we can directly plot. Minus 3 is the smallest, so keep here minus 3, 2, here 5. Rightmost side positive 5. 5 is from here, 5 comes from here, right? Power is odd, so sign changed. 2 again, 2 is where? Here. Power is even. Even power, so sign will remains minus, no change. And then again 3. 3 is here, x plus 3 to the power 5. 5 is again odd, so sign will be changed here. Okay, so and it is greater than or equal to, right? Positive interval. Positive intervals, we have to check the positive intervals. Where we get the positive intervals? Here 5 to up to infinity, and then from 3 towards left and less. These are positive intervals. So here from this we get minus infinity to minus 3. From here we get 5 to infinity. What about inclusions and exclusion? Here equal to is right, so 5 will be included. For infinity we always use open. For minus infinity we always use open. Here minus 3, dot should be there. Equal to is right, so third bracket we will use. But here observe here. Then for numerator it's okay, but for denominator, in this case, when x is equal to 5, x minus 5 equals to 0. This implies the whole left hand side is something divided by 0, which is something divided by 0, which is undefined. Therefore x equal to 5 cannot be part of solution, cannot be part of solution, so we will exclude this one. So yes, x equal to 5, denominator equal to 0, denominator becomes 0 and making undefined. Therefore exclude 5 from solution. Therefore, final solution x belongs to minus infinity to minus infinity to minus 3 union five to infinity. Stuck again. 5 to infinity. And one more thing here. Observe the numerator. Look at the numerator here. X minus 2. When x equal to 2. When x equal to 2, x minus 2 equal to 0. X minus 2 is equal to 0. This means making the entire thing 0. Entire left hand side equal to 0. System is entire left hand side is equal to 0 and 0 greater than or equal to 0. And the result is 0 greater than or equal to 0. Is it true? 0 greater than or equal to 0. It is true. Is it true? Yes, it is true. It is true. So we have to include this 2. Answer 2 and union singleton 2. So the final solution is x belongs to minus infinity to close interval minus 3 union open interval 5 to infinity and union singleton set 2. This singleton set 2 must be included. This is very important question. Advanced level question. JEE advanced level question this is. So the final solution is this one. Final solution. X belongs to minus infinity to minus 3 union 5 union open interval 5 to infinity and union singleton set 2. Let me explain this again. Here why I am excluding 5. I am excluding 5 because in the denominator if x is equal to 5 denominator becomes 0. If something divided by 0 is not defined in mathematics, it's undefined, so x cannot be 5. So that is why I'm excluding 5. I'm excluding this 5. Okay, that's why I'm not using this close bracket. I'm using open bracket, excluding 5. And why I'm including 2 singleton set 2, because see, when x is equal to 2 numerator becomes 0, right? Numerator becomes 0. The whole numerator becomes 0 and 0 divided by something is again 0. So making the conclusion 0 greater than or equal to 0. Is it true? Yes. 0 greater than or equal to 0 is true. 0 greater than or equal to 0 is true. Why the system is stuck? Okay, let's go to this question. Next question. System stuck, a little bit stuck. It's making me crazy, right? See here. From this solution is 2. From here it is 3. From here it is 5. Let's plot it. Smallest one is 2. towards the left, then 3, then 5. So look at the degree, 3, 5 and 2. For here it is even, so here it is odd, so plus, minus, plus and plus. Plus, minus, plus, plus, correct, right? Because this is even. Even, so no changed. Even power. So there is no change in sign. Now it is less than, this means negative intervals. We have to choose the negative intervals. Negative intervals means here 3 to 5 only. Beyond 2 positive, beyond 3 positive, beyond 5 right side positive. Only between 3 and 5. So should we include 3 and 5? Should we include 3 and 5? 3 will be included. 3 will be included because when x is equal to 3, numerator becomes 0 and whole thing becomes, left side becomes 0. 0 less than equal to 0 is true. So 3 will be included, but 5 will be excluded. 5 will be excluded. Why? When x equal to 5, denominator equal to 0 and something divided by 0 is not defined. So exclude 5. Okay, therefore x belongs to close interval 3, 5 open union singleton set 2 here. Same thing here. Numerator, check this point. If you put 2 here, everything becomes 0. 0 less than equal to 0, it's true. That's why this is the final solution. Now write some note, remark or note. Remark, R-E-M-A-R-K, remarks. Point number 1, 0 greater than 0, 0 less than 0. These are false. But point number 2, 0 greater than or equal to 0, 0 less than or equal to 0. This is true. Okay, remember this point. Remember this. Now let's go to next question. Okay, these are easy questions. Let's complete them first. Number 1, x minus 2 by x minus 2 by x minus 1 greater than 2. This is, we have to make this 0. Okay, make 0. Make 0. Make right side equal to 0. So x minus 2 by x minus 1 minus 2 greater than 0. I will use white. This implies x minus 2 minus 2x plus 2 divided by x minus 1 greater than 0. I cannot cross multiply here. Cross multiply cannot be done because I don't know what is the value of x minus 1. X minus 1 sign is not known. So cannot cross multiply. Sign is not known, so I cannot cross multiply. This implies 2x and x, 2 and 2 will be cancelled. 2x and x is minus x. Minus x by x minus 1. greater than 0. So minus, by rule I told you that always make the coefficient of x positive, right? So to make it positive, multiply the whole thing by minus. So x by x minus 1, here minus, if I multiply by minus, the sign will be, inequality will be changed, right? So less than 0. Multiplying by negative, so sign changed. Okay, multiplying by negative, so sign changed. Right, so now plot. Let's plot the solution. From numerator the solution is 0, from denominator the solution is 1. So plot them, 0 and 1. Rightmost plus, degree, all degree are odd, so plus minus plus. It's less than, right? So less than means negative interval. Less than means negative interval. So negative interval 0 to 1. 0 will be excluded and 1 will be excluded. Therefore, x belongs to 0, 1. This is the solution. Answer. Right? Then question number 2. 0.5 by x minus x square plus 1. Here this is not factorizable, cannot be factorized. Cannot be factorized. And also we have to check the sign. See, numerator is positive, equal to positive by something equal to negative. This means this something must be negative, right? So let us check this something. According to this logic, this something must be negative, must be negative. Let's check. Equation is x square minus 1. This is, we can rewrite x square minus x square plus x minus 1, right? Here a is minus 1, b is 1, c equal to minus 1. Now d equal to b square minus 4ac. b square means 1 minus 4 into a is minus 1, c is again minus 1. It will be negative. This implies a is less than 0 and d is also less than 0. If a is less than 0, d is less than 0, if a is less than 0, remember that. Let's see. A is less than the first thing, first place, I think. If a is less than, here see, system is stuck. Why? See, if a is less than 0, d is less than 0, the system must be negative. The function must be negative. So अरे यार stuck फिर positive by something. Let me explain again from the beginning. Positive, numerator is positive, denominator is something. We don't know the sign. So positive by something is less than 0. Less than 0 means whole thing must be negative. That's what we are quoting. Positive by something equal to negative. This means this is already positive. So this must be negative, right? To make the whole thing negative. So this must be negative. So we have to check that whether this is true or not. Given function, quadratic function is x minus x square minus 1. So we can rewrite it as minus x square plus x minus 1. Okay. So a is negative here, minus 1. So negative. A is less than 0. B is 1. C is minus 1. So discriminant equal to b square minus 4 is a b means 1, 1 square is 1, minus 4 into a means minus 1, and b is minus c. Minus minus positive, again with this minus it is negative. A is negative, d is negative, so minus x square plus x minus 1 must be less than 0, which is true. So these two are in sync with each other, right? Star must be negative, and by discriminant and coefficient of a, we know that the function is negative. So it is true. 0.5 by 5 by x square minus x square plus x minus 1 is less than 0. So now coefficient of x so see by negative 0.5 is positive, by negative value equal to negative, which is less than 0. That means this given equation is true given inequality is true for all x belongs to R. Therefore x is belongs to R, or we can write as x belongs to minus infinity to infinity. Okay, this is the solution. See, let me explain here. From this we conclude that this something must be negative, so we have to check whether it is true or not. So we have to find discriminant and compare coefficient of x square. A, that is a is less than 0 and d is less than 0. A is less than 0, d is less than 0. So the given quadratic function is negative, which is true. So in sync with this other. So 0.5 is positive. This is positive divided by negative. So the whole thing becomes negative. And question also says the whole thing is less than 0, which is true. Therefore, for all value of x, minus 0.5 is less than 0. For all value of x, denominator is always negative. So positive by negative equal to negative, so less than 0, which is true. Therefore, for all value of x, the given inequality is true. Okay. System stuck. Let me restart.